Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, let's just get comfortable. Chair yoga, you need your chair, something that's padded. So your rear is cushy, and then something underneath your feet. If you are short-legged, if you're tall, like 5'8", 5'9", 6 feet, you got long legs, maybe you don't need those. Okay, rub the hands together. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Place the hands cupping over the eyes. Just take another deep breath in. Settle in internally to the breath. Exhale. Blow through the mouth. And then send the energy forward, interlacing the fingers. So we're taking a cross pointers together and then shoot up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale straight down the center of the body. Inhale forward and up. Exhale like you're blowing out a candle. Again, inhale forward and up. Exhale. Last time, like you're blowing out a candle here. Awesome. Then take the arms, stretch your heart wings outward and reach side to side. Really start to open up the side body and lengthen out from hip to rib and from rib to armpit. Up and over to the right or to the left. So I'll be not mirroring you today. Let's see how that works out. And then open to the sky here. Exhale, we're going to cross the knee with the arm. Inhale, open. So you're taking a really slight rotation through the waistline. It's not big. The arm may look big, but the energy through the waistline is kind of small. We're just doing this little twist. But there is movement. So make sure you've got that movement going and the arm coming over to the back wall and then forward again. Hold it here, twist to the left. So you're looking over the shoulder. Inhale, look right. Exhale, look left to the back wall. Inhale, look forward. Chin going towards the shoulder, maybe in the full movement, full range of motion. Exhale back, inhale forward. And one last time, exhale back. Inhale forward, spread the arms wide and just take a little shift side to side. Notice how you feel. Done right. We'll take it up and over to the right side. Exhale, not to topple out of your chair. If you've got an armrest, use the armrest. Otherwise, you're holding steady underneath the chair. And then open just slightly again, rotating through the waist and then rotate and cross one hand over the knee. Inhale, open. And exhale, full range of motion, whatever that is for you. Remember, it's not a contest. It's actually an exercise in feeling deeply and allowing yourself the freedom of movement to choose what's beneficial for you, not for someone else, not to try to fit the posture to you or fit the posture you to fit the posture, but for the posture to fit on you. Cross, and then let's take the right arm back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look back. Inhale, looking forward to seeing you. Exhale, look back. What are you looking forward to? Inhale. Exhale. Does it bring a smile to your face? How can you create an abundant mindset around what you're looking forward to? And then release. And if there is nothing to look forward to in your mind, maybe just looking forward to taking a step outside, going on a walk, breathing deeply, meeting a friend. Let's shoulder shrug up and down, all the way to circle, or maybe even alone time, maybe that contemplative space and energy where you have complete autonomy for your in your time. Doesn't always happen for young moms and young parents, but usually finding those pockets of times can be a very great benefit, and maybe something that brings joy to your self. So taking the arms out again, a little strengthener here for the shoulders. We're going to circle. If your arms are bent or the arms are a little bit lower, no worries. We're aiming for a shoulder height, doing very quick motion forward. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was about 20. And then we'll slow the movement, but make it larger. A little fuller range of motion through the shoulder. We're starting to feel the back muscles engage, the chest muscles stretch. Each time we come around, 10 of those. Or last one. And then take it really big, all the way around, up, over, exhale, back, down, inhale, up, exhale, forward, down. Again, we're going to do 10 of these. So do what is appropriate movement for you. Maybe one elbow is bent. Maybe the hands are on the shoulder and you're just taking the elbows around in a big circle, whatever it is for you. Let's go 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Settle the hands to the knees, turn the palms up and bring your thumb and pointer finger together. Closing the eyes or just taking the eyes lazily in a daisy haze forward. They don't have to be closed, but can be. And take a deep breath. Exhale. Notice the posture. Notice your chest. Notice things like the ribs expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. We bring our attention to areas in our life, and that area grows. So we're bringing attention to the breath in order to bring more of the breath to you. Set your intention for the day. Think of one thing that you'd like to accomplish. It's on your date book. It might be meeting a friend. It may be finishing that Christmas project, whatever that is. Go to that particular area and then imagine on the other end a feeling that comes from having completed it or accomplished the next baby step in the direction. Whatever the completion task is, make it short and sweet, an hour or less to complete. And we have monumental tasks that are 12 hours. It's impossible to feel that accomplishment in a day because it often takes success to reach that pinnacle. So today, we're just being aware and imagining yourself going through and completing a task easily and gracefully. And notice how that feels. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, deep diaphragmatic breath, accessing the parasympathetic nervous system. And if we're used to that fight or flight sympathetic nervous system being on all the time, it might be a little bit difficult at first, but with practice and with time, we can slow that activity down and tap more into our calm brain. Calm mind accesses infinite intelligence. That's like one of the 7 major rules of the mind. So in incorporating that here in a meditative mindset. And then take the arms out wide, inhale, forward, exhale, back, touch the back edge of your mat. Inhale, flow forward, heart wings open, exhale, give yourself a hug. And one more time. Take the arms straight out again. We're going to take small circles this time towards the back wall or whatever circling you didn't do before. We'll do it now. So we're just reversing the circle. So for me, I was circling forward. Now I'm circling back. That's already 20 short ones. Let's take them a little bit wider, and this time for 10. Keep the breath steady. That's already 5, 6, 7. It's a larger motion. 10, 9, and 10. And then really gigantic motion, full range through the shoulder. This is your torso is participatory in here. You can't just keep the torso, what do I want to say, stuck, right? It has to move forward as the arms move back. It moves back as the arms move forward. In tandem, there's a cooperative effort here to create full range of motion. That's already 7. Let's go 3 more. 8, 9, big breath in, and 10. Awesome. Shake it out. Excellent. Shake the body. And let's move the blocks aside for a moment and work more steadily on strengthening the legs. So you're going to shift to the edge of your chair, stable here. Use the armrest if you'd like, or use the hands on the thigh to stand up. Push through the feet, strengthening the quad, and then exhale. Hands or no hands. You can touch back down, but not sit. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, touch back down. And of course, we don't want to sit, but we're just going to do this 10 times. So it's a very light tap of the hips. We're doing deep squats. Actually, these are not super deep, but good enough, right? We're strengthening the glutes, the inner thighs. Make sure you're tracking the knees straight over the second and third toe. So if your knees are going buckly inward, make sure you're straight over the ankles. And sometimes it's nice to have a picture, a window or a mirror in front to make sure that's happening. Or you just look down. Okay, I can see my toes. I'm sitting way back. My butt is poking out, right? You want a really big booty here as you sit in that deep squat. And also the movement comes from shifting here in the hip and bending in the knees, not the waist. So I'm not tipping forward. Make sure you're not doing one of these tip forward things, but that we're just bending down, and the heart stays in the same level. It's not going forward. It's not going back. It's going up and down. Twice more. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Shake it out. Let's move to the side of your, or the back of your chair. I'm going to turn my chair here. We'll take a downward facing dog, further stretching the back side of the legs and the arms. So we're getting full range of motion again here through the shoulder. Go forward just a little bit. There we go. So to the extent that is possible for your shoulders to move, you'll take the heart towards the floor. Notice the slight bend in the knee. It's not locked out, not straight, but a little slight bend. So I can wag the tail side to side and feel some sense of mobility through the hips and spine. Inhale, push down through the chair and raise up in the mid back. Exhale, heart forward, almost like you're releasing the belly and then pulling it back up. So a little tailbone tuck, and then a spinal extension, heart forward. Exhale, tailbone tuck. Inhale, heart forward. Gaze forward. Exhale, tuck. And the gaze forward does not have to be above your chair height, just maybe the back of the chair. If we go too much and try to look up like this, we're straining the neck. So don't strain the neck, just keep the spine moving. Nice, and then release it, standing tall again, walk the feet in, one hand to the chair. Let's step onto the left foot. Clasp the right foot in hand here. I'll just Look to the side here so you can see. Hand gripping the foot, and then tuck the tailbone, pull the low belly in. So you're standing up nice and tall, super straight and strong. Full breath in, full breath out. Now, if your heel is far away from the hip, or we can only bend it so far, bring the foot on top of a couch. I've got my little bench right here behind me, and then I'm going to bend the standing leg until I can feel a quad stretch. It's going to be super helpful to tuck the tailbone a little bit, draw it towards the floor, and pull the low belly in, pelvic floor lift. It's going to give you a deeper stretch through the quad. We're going to release that same leg coming up here and then rotate through the ankle. So we're holding on to the back of the thigh, rotate through the ankle, and then release the hand. See if you can hold the knee this high. Exhale, tap down to touch the mat or a block. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. If you'd like to try both hands out, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. It's just a tap and a lift with the breath. We're not going, it's not ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, it's with the breath. Slow it down. Good, one more time. Ooh, I have to concentrate. And then release it. Shake the legs out. Take the hands to the hips, wide stance with the feet, and shift the hips in a circle. If this is pressure on your low back, each time you come around here, there's an, movement is an opportunist. It moves, the movement in your spine happens where there's the least resistance. So if you don't have muscle energy toning the low belly, least resistance is going to be in your low back. So if you're feeling it there, tone the low belly, bend the knees, take it slower, low back. Reverse the circle. All the way around. Nice. And then standing on the right leg, we'll take the left foot now to the hip. We'll see it from the side again. Notice how the thighs are parallel to each other. I'm going to draw the heel in super strong and then tuck the tailbone. Ooh. Okay. I've been mostly in convalescent mode for the last couple days, getting over a cold. I'm about 90% right now. Lots of doctoring, lots of rest, lots of liquids has been super helpful. But I can tell that my quads have not been worked. So I've been sitting for a lot. They're tight. This was really, really good. Full breath in, full breath out. And we'll brush the floor, keeping one hand on the chair. Pull the left knee into the chest. If it's only this high, that's great. Take it as high as you can if you'd like to use both hands, and pull up, knee to chest, lengthen the spine back here, rotate through the ankle. So we're working towards more movement in the inner thigh here. Straighten the standing leg. And then release, tap the toe to the earth or a block. Inhale, raise. Exhale, tap if you've got a block. The reach isn't quite so much. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. And one more time with the lift. Tap down and bring the legs again to the floor. We're going to switch to the first side again. And this time, raising the knee, hands underneath the knee, clasping the hands underneath the knee. Now we're going to bend the standing leg and raise back up. This is much harder, maybe for some. I don't want to plant, but this can be a little more challenging. You're pushing into the floor to straighten the standing leg. Inhale, bend, exhale, push into the floor and straighten the leg all the way. Inhale, not just halfway, but all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, and if this knee wants to be higher, you can bring it as high as you can. Yeah. One more time. And release it. Walk the feet out. We're going to do a little booty shake here, side to side. You can take this all the way to a flat back, a slight bend in the knees and a wag of the tail, or you can be up a little bit higher. And walk it in. Let's go to the second side. Left knee raises. Hold underneath the hamstring here. Rotate through the ankle because we can. And then notice my standing leg is slightly bent. If I push the floor away, I can straighten all the way up, and you see how the spine extends to the sky. That's what we're after. So inhale, bend. Exhale, press strong and tall. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press strong and tall. With a hand on your chair. We're doing this several times, more than 5. Let's go 2 more. Use the chair for support. 1 more. This is more for strengthening the leg than balance, but there is a balance challenge if you take the hand away, and then release both hands and bring the feet again to the floor. Let's just rotate through the ankle. So you're going to keep the toes on the ground and give it a little swirl, both directions. The other side. And give it a little swirl. Standing in front of your chair, take the left leg forward and the right leg back. So we're going to straddle the chair. You might use the chair to even rest the thigh on. This will be our last true strengthening exercise, standing exercise. The arm comes down and just brushes the side of the hip. Inhale, bend the back knee and raise the arm up. Exhale, straighten the back leg, bring the arm down. So inhale and exhale. Notice where my left hand is. It's on the back of the chair for support stability. I'm not having to navigate the balance and the movement. This is a really strong stretch for my hip flexor. Narrow your stance if that's too much. Inhale. Arm up, exhale, bend. Inhale, arm up, straighten the leg. There we go, exhale. I like that better. Inhale, we just change the breath, change the movement just a little bit. Last one, hold steady. Let's turn it to the center, hands to the thigh, and then shift a little bit side to side. I'm still not sitting on the chair, although you can. And then drop a shoulder forward. So we'll take the left shoulder in, left hand on the inner side. Get some pressure. Come back to center and switch sides. Come back to center and we'll turn. The right foot is in front, the left foot behind, the heel elevated. So we're on the ball of the foot. And for some friends, that's going to be the challenge in and of itself. And you can sit on the chair, bend and straighten the back leg. So the bend, the arm comes down, and on a straighten, we'll sweep the arm up. Bend, exhale, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, inhale, straighten. Nice, exhale, bend. Inhale, full extension. Let's make sure you're taking a full 4 to 6 counts to breathe in. The loveliness, don't shortcut it. It's not about finishing, it's about the journey. It's about how we do it. Staying with each step in integrity, with the breath, embrace each moment. One more time. We're painting a picture. Every time the brushstroke comes down and then the brushstroke comes up, painting a picture inside the body with the muscle with the breath, all moving in tandem. Inhale here, exhale. Take it in a wide stance. Take your hips to the back down, and then gently bring the feet back together, crossing right ankle over the left thigh. Inhale, raise up, and exhale, lean forward. So final stretch for the hip. Definitely deeply intense for me. If you'd like, you can touch the earth or bring the elbows in front of the shin here, palms together, or bring the foot to something in front so it's a little bit lower. Make sure it's safe and appropriate for your own body. Then we get the elixir, we get that benefit and the deep stretch in the low back. These muscles are crying out. Are we listening? Our body is crying out in different ways. Let's switch sides. Exhale, and just notice the aches and pains that come up. How is your body talking to you? And ask the question, what can I give it in this moment to relieve long-term suffering? To relieve long-term suffering, not short-term. Pills do that, numbing out does that. A coffee pick-me-up does that, a stimulant or a depressant does that. Those are short-term remedies. They're not long-term. Beneficial benefits to your body. So just ask the question, what can I do for my body today that helps in the long term? And as we start to step into that little by little, magic happens, doors are open, we get more fully expressed in the body, and movement happens more freely. Let's bring both feet to the floor. I really 100% believe in that we are in charge of our health and our well-being, and it's up to me if it's to be. Take the circle motion, hands on the thighs, circumduction through the hip, waist. Embrace all the ways that you show up naturally in the world. And maybe that's different for each person. We want to celebrate our uniqueness, our diversity, and our wholeness. The core of who you are is very different than the core of someone else. But when we're in that authentic space, we are actually one with the universe, because we accept and acknowledge the gifts and talents of each person. And in this time of Christmas, accepting and receiving the gifts and talents that are being brought forth from others in any way, shape, or form, just to bring a smile, to acknowledge the gift that they're giving, can be a super good benefit to you and the giver. Bring the hands to your heart center. Embrace the season. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.